The manifestation mind of a billionaire. Donald Trump, love him or hate him, is undeniably a master of manifesting wealth, power, and success. His name alone evokes strong emotions, but beyond the political debates, business triumphs, and media spectacle lies a deeper truth. Trump has an uncanny ability to turn his vision into reality. But what if I told you that his rise to billionaire status wasn't just about business acumen, real estate deals, or political strategy? What if there was a hidden formula, a mindset so powerful that it allowed him to attract success, defy the odds, and achieve his most ambitious goals time and time again? For decades, Trump has openly spoken about his mindset, his unshakable belief in himself, his refusal to entertain failure, and his almost prophetic ability to will things into existence. Whether he was dominating the real estate market in New York City, branding his name into a global empire, running for president against all odds, or bouncing back from financial and personal setbacks, one thing has remained constant: a manifestation technique so powerful that it could reshape anyone's destiny. This book isn't about politics. It isn't about whether you agree or disagree with Trump's leadership, personality, or decisions. This is about understanding a deeper principle, one that has been used by the world's most successful people, but which Trump embodies with an intensity few can match. It's about the law of attraction in action. Some call it confidence, others call it audacity, but at its core is the ability to see the world not as it is, but as it should be, and to bend reality to match that vision. Trump has used this technique to achieve unimaginable success, and now we're pulling back the curtain on exactly how he does it. In the pages ahead, we'll break down the key principles behind Trump's manifestation formula. We'll explore his mindset, his daily habits, his thought patterns, and the strategies that have allowed him to create and maintain a billionaire lifestyle despite every obstacle thrown his way. More importantly, we'll discuss how you can apply these same manifestation techniques in your own life, whether in business, relationships, or personal success. The world's most successful individuals are not just lucky. They are creators of their own reality. And as you read through this book, you'll discover that you, too, hold the power to manifest the life you desire. The secret has always been there, hidden in plain sight. And today, it is finally being revealed. Welcome to Donald Trump's secret manifestation formula revealed. Before we begin, I want to hear from you. Backhand index pointing right, which part of Trump's manifestation formula are you most excited to learn about? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Chapter 1: The Power of Unbreakable Self-Belief. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Henry Ford. At the core of Donald Trump's manifestation formula is an unshakable, almost bulletproof belief in himself. He doesn't second-guess his worth. He doesn't hesitate when pursuing an opportunity. And he certainly doesn't entertain failure as an option. Most people sabotage their success before they even begin, crippled by self-doubt, hesitation, and the fear of what others might think. They waver, they seek permission, they wonder, am I good enough? But Trump operates differently. He moves with absolute certainty that he deserves everything he desires. This unwavering self-belief is what allows him to take bold risks, bounce back from setbacks, and keep pushing forward when others would retreat. Trump's mindset: certainty over hesitation. If you've ever listened to Trump speak, whether in business, politics, or media interviews, you'll notice one thing. He never sounds unsure. He doesn't say, "I hope to win," or "I think I can do this." Instead, he declares, "We will win," or "It's going to be huge." This isn't just bravado. It's a strategic way of thinking that aligns his subconscious mind with success. Even when facing what seemed like insurmountable odds, Trump has always projected confidence. During the 2016 presidential race, nearly every political expert dismissed his chances. Media outlets ridiculed his campaign. Polls showed he was trailing. Yet, in every rally, he proclaimed victory as if it were already a done deal. "We are going to win so much, you're going to get tired of winning," he famously said. And against all odds, he did. This principle applies far beyond politics. Whether in real estate, entertainment, or business, Trump has always acted as if success was inevitable. And in doing so, he pulled that reality toward him. The science behind self-belief. Psychologists have long studied the power of belief and its impact on success. Dr. Carol Dweck, a Stanford psychologist, introduced the concept of a growth mindset, the idea that believing in your ability to improve and succeed actually rewires your brain to make it happen. When you believe something with absolute certainty, your subconscious mind works behind the scenes to align your actions, habits, and decisions with that belief. Even Napoleon Hill, in his groundbreaking book Think and Grow Rich, wrote, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." Trump embodies this concept to an extreme degree. He doesn't just conceive success. He believes it so deeply that reality has no choice but to follow suit. How self-doubt destroys manifestation. Now, let's consider the opposite: hesitation, insecurity, and doubt. Imagine two people, one who wakes up every morning saying, "I am unstoppable. Everything I touch turns to gold," and another who constantly questions themselves, saying, "I hope this works. What if I fail?" Who do you think will succeed? Doubt is like poison to manifestation. The moment you start questioning your ability, you send mixed signals to your subconscious mind. Instead of aligning with success, you create resistance, self-sabotage, and hesitation. As Oprah Winfrey once said, "You don't become what you want. You become what you believe." Trump never entertains doubt. He doesn't allow uncertainty to enter his mind because he understands a critical truth. You don't get what you want in life. You get what you believe you deserve. How to apply this in your own life? If you want to manifest success like Trump, you must cultivate the same level of self-belief. Here's how. 1. Speak about yourself in powerful terms. Your words shape your reality. If you constantly say, "I'm trying" or "I hope," you are reinforcing uncertainty. Instead, speak with authority. Say, "White heavy checkmark, I am a magnet for success." White heavy checkmark, everything I touch turns to gold. White heavy checkmark, opportunities flow to me effortlessly. Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest athletes of all time, understood this principle. He repeatedly said, "I am the greatest," long before the world acknowledged it. He knew that speaking success into existence was a crucial part of achieving it. 2. Never entertain self-doubt. The moment you let doubt creep in, you weaken your manifestation power. Replace negative thoughts with affirmations. When your mind says, "What if I fail?" immediately counter it with, What if I succeed beyond my wildest dreams? Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, once said, "The big opportunities in life have to be seized." We don't do that with doubt. 3. Act as if success is inevitable. Trump acts like he's already won, even before the victory is in sight. This is one of the most powerful manifestation techniques. If you want to be rich, start thinking, walking, and acting like a wealthy person today. If you want to be a leader, carry yourself with the confidence of a leader before the title arrives. Jim Carrey once shared a powerful story about manifestation. Before he was famous, he wrote himself a $10 million check for acting services rendered and kept it in his wallet. He carried himself like a superstar before Hollywood recognized him as one. And years later, he landed a movie deal paying him exactly $10 million. This is the power of belief in action. Final takeaway: success is not reserved for the lucky, the privileged, or the exceptionally talented. It is reserved for those who believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that they are destined for greatness. Donald Trump's life is proof that unwavering self-belief is a force strong enough to bend reality in your favor. So the question is, do you believe in yourself as much as Trump believes in himself? If not, it's time to start. Because the moment you do, your entire world will begin to shift in ways you never imagined. Think about this. Have you ever felt that self-doubt creeping in? What do you do to overcome it? Share your strategies in the comments. Remember, your mind is your most powerful tool. When you speak confidently about your abilities, you program your subconscious for victory. As Muhammad Ali famously said, "I am the greatest." Imagine what you could achieve if you truly believed about yourself. Chapter 2. Think big or go home. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Norman Vincent Peale. Donald Trump has never been a man of small dreams. From the moment he entered the business world, he didn't just want to own a few apartment buildings. He wanted to dominate the New York skyline. He didn't just want to be a businessman. He wanted to be a brand. And when he stepped into politics, he didn't aim for governor or senator. He went straight for the presidency. Trump's philosophy is simple. If you're going to dream, dream big. Why think about small victories when you can aim for legendary success? Most people shrink their dreams to fit their circumstances. Trump expands his reality to fit his vision. This is one of the most important manifestation principles. Your reality will always rise to meet the size of your thinking. The power of big thinking. Throughout history, the world's greatest achievers have understood this principle. 1. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Steve Jobs. 2. If you can dream it, you can do it. Walt Disney. 3. Think big, believe big, act big, and the results will be big. Andrew Carnegie. These individuals, like Trump, didn't allow their environment, resources, or circumstances to dictate the size of their vision. Instead, they made their vision so big that reality had no choice but to catch up. Trump once said, "I like thinking big." If you're going to be thinking anyway, you might as well think big. This isn't just motivational talk. It's a fundamental truth about how the human mind works. When you think big, your brain starts looking for ways to make it happen. You become more resourceful, more determined, and more willing to take risks. But when you think small, you limit your opportunities before you even begin. Trump's big thinking in action. In the 1970s, Trump wasn't satisfied with small-time real estate deals. He set his sights on Manhattan when everyone else thought it was too risky. While others played it safe, he envisioned iconic skyscrapers with his name in gold letters. When he built Trump Tower, he didn't just create another office building. He made a landmark. The polished black glass, the grandeur, the luxury, everything about it screamed, "This is not just a building. This is a statement." He thought beyond what was practical and created something legendary. Later, in his TV career, he didn't just want to produce another business show. He wanted The Apprentice to be a cultural phenomenon. And it was. The phrase, "you're fired," became part of pop culture. Even in politics, his campaign broke all conventional wisdom. While career politicians followed traditional playbooks, Trump went bigger. Rallies with tens of thousands of people, a media strategy that dominated every news cycle, and a message that positioned him as a once-in-a-lifetime candidate. Love him or hate him, no one can deny that his ability to think bigger than his competition played a major role in his success. How to apply big thinking in your life. Most people think small because they fear failure. But as Elon Musk said, failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. If you want to manifest success like Trump, here's how you can train your mind to think big. 1. Expand your vision beyond what feels realistic. Many people set goals that feel safe, but playing small guarantees small results. Instead, ask yourself, 1. If I had unlimited resources, what would I create? 2. If failure wasn't an option, how big would I dream? 3. What legacy do I want to leave behind? Jeff Bezos didn't build Amazon just to sell books. He wanted to create the everything store. Oprah didn't want to just be a talk show host. She wanted to shape culture. And Trump, he didn't just want to do business. He wanted to create an empire. 2. Train your mind to see beyond limitations. It's easy to focus on what's not possible, but the most successful people see obstacles as stepping stones, not roadblocks. 1. When Walt Disney was fired from his job for lacking creativity, he didn't give up. He built a world of imagination. 2. When J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers, she kept going because she saw something bigger than rejection. 3. When Trump faced bankruptcy in the 1990s, he didn't retreat. He doubled down, rebranded, and made an even bigger comeback. Your vision must be bigger than your excuses. If something feels impossible, ask yourself, how would I go after this if I knew it was possible? 3. Surround yourself with people who think big. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." If you spend time with small thinkers, their doubts and fears will rub off on you. Trump has always surrounded himself with big thinkers, billionaires, media moguls, and influential leaders. He learns from them, collaborates with them, and absorbs their mindset. You must do the same. 1. Find mentors who have achieved massive success. 2. Read books by people who have built empires. 3. Avoid people who talk more about limitations than possibilities. Your circle will either shrink your vision or expand it. Choose wisely. Final takeaway. Thinking big isn't just a motivational slogan. It's a necessity for success. Donald Trump, like all great achievers, understands that reality bends to those with the boldest vision. If you want to manifest a life of abundance, you must stop thinking in possibilities and start thinking in certainties. Ask yourself, am I dreaming big enough? 1. If not, it's time to level up, because the universe responds to those who think big, act boldly, and refuse to settle for mediocrity. Now, I want to hear from you. Backhand index pointing right, what's one big, impossible goal you're dreaming about? Let's inspire one another. Share your biggest aspirations in the comments. Remember, as Walt Disney said, if you can dream it, you can do it. Train your mind to see beyond limitations, and you'll find that even the most audacious goals become achievable. Chapter 3. Speak it into existence. Words are free. It's how you use them that may cost you. Unknown. Throughout history, some of the most successful people have understood the power of words. Words shape thoughts, thoughts shape beliefs, and beliefs shape reality. Donald Trump has mastered the art of using words to shape his destiny. From his early days in real estate to his time in the White House, Trump has consistently spoken his success into existence. He doesn't just make statements, he makes declarations. He tells the world what he's going to do long before it happens. And whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny one thing: he delivers. This isn't just bravado. It's a manifestation technique that many of the world's greatest achievers have used. When you speak about your future with conviction, you reprogram your subconscious mind to make it a reality. The science and power behind words. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Henry Ford. Words are more than just sounds. They carry energy. Scientists and psychologists have studied the impact of words on the brain and found that 1. Your subconscious mind believes what you tell it. If you constantly say, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never be rich," your brain will make sure that reality manifests. 2. Positive words trigger success-oriented behavior. When you repeatedly affirm your success, your mind starts looking for opportunities to make it happen. 3. Negative self-talk destroys confidence and productivity. Studies show that people who engage in self-criticism are less likely to take risks or pursue ambitious goals. In one famous study, Dr. Masaru Emoto demonstrated how words can even affect water molecules. He exposed water to different words, positive ones like love and gratitude, and negative ones like hate and fear. The water exposed to positive words formed beautiful, symmetrical crystals, while the water exposed to negative words became chaotic and fragmented. Now, if words can do that to water, imagine what they can do to the 60% of your body that is made up of water. Trump's mastery of speaking success into existence. I'm the best. I just know I'm the best. I believe it, and therefore, it's true. Donald Trump. Trump's entire career is built on his ability to declare his success before it happens. 1. In real estate. Before he had the money, before he had the deals, he spoke about himself as if he were already a mogul. He didn't say, "I want to be a real estate giant." He said, "I am a real estate giant." 2. On The Apprentice. He didn't say, "This might be a good show." He said, "This will be the biggest show on television." And for years, it was free. In politics, he didn't say, "I hope I can win." He said, "We're going to win so much, you're going to get tired of winning." He never leaves room for doubt in his language. He speaks about his success as if it has already happened. This is the same technique used by some of the most successful people in history. 1. Muhammad Ali, I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was. 2. Oprah Winfrey, you don't become what you want. You become what you believe. 3. Jim Carrey. Before he was famous, Jim Carrey wrote himself a $10 million check for acting services rendered. He carried it around for years, affirming that he would be a multi-millionaire actor. And guess what? It happened. What you declare today determines what you manifest tomorrow. How to speak your success into existence. If you want to apply this powerful principle to your life, follow these steps. 1. Speak as if your success is already here. Most people say things like, cross mark, I hope I'll be successful someday. Cross mark, I want to be wealthy. Cross mark, maybe I'll get lucky. Successful people say, white heavy check mark, I am wildly successful. White heavy check mark, money flows to me easily and abundantly. White heavy check mark, I am unstoppable. When you speak as if success is inevitable, your mind aligns with that belief, and the universe begins shifting circumstances in your favor. Example, instead of saying, I want to be financially free, say, I am financially free, and opportunities flow to me effortlessly. 2. Avoid negative self-talk. Your words are either building your future or destroying it. Be mindful of phrases like, cross mark, I'm not good at that. Cross mark, I always fail. Cross mark, I'll never be rich. Replace them with, white heavy check mark, I'm constantly improving. White heavy check mark, I always find a way to win. White heavy check mark, I attract abundance effortlessly. As Tony Robbins says, the only thing that's keeping you from getting what you want is the story you keep telling yourself. 3. Create bold declarations about your future. Trump makes big, bold statements. He doesn't say, I'll try. He says, I will. If you want to manifest at Trump's level, write down powerful declarations about your future. Here are some examples. Small blue diamond, I am a magnet for success, wealth, and powerful opportunities. Small blue diamond, I have the mindset of a billionaire, and I think big. Small blue diamond, my name will be known worldwide for the impact I make. Small blue diamond, everything I touch turns to gold. Action step, take a moment right now to write down 3 powerful declarations about your future. Say them out loud every morning. Final takeaway, words shape reality. What you say is what you get. Zig Ziglar. Trump, like many of the world's most powerful figures, understands that words create reality. Whether you realize it or not, you are constantly manifesting with your words. 1. If you speak doubt, you create doubt. 2. If you speak success, you create success. So ask yourself, what am I declaring about my future? 1. Because whether you believe you can or believe you can't, you're right. Let's discuss. 1. What are your favorite affirmations or success mantras? Have you ever tried a ritual like Jim Carrey's $10 million check? Comment below and share your experience. Remember, as Tony Robbins says, the only thing that's keeping you from getting what you want is the story you keep telling yourself. So choose your words wisely and speak as if your success is already here. Chapter 4. The Power of Relentless Action. The path to success is to take massive, determined action. Tony Robbins. Manifestation isn't just about thinking positively, visualizing success, or repeating affirmations. it requires action. And not just any action, but relentless, decisive, and fearless movement toward your goals. Donald Trump is a master of this principle. He doesn't just set big goals, he moves toward them with unwavering confidence. Whether in business, media, or politics, his success has never come from waiting, wishing, or hoping. He acts, and he does so aggressively. Many people dream of success, but they hesitate when it's time to take action. They overthink, procrastinate, or let fear stop them. Trump does the opposite. When he sees an opportunity, he seizes it. When faced with obstacles, he bulldozes through them. And that's why he has built an empire. Action over perfection. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Zig Ziglar. Most people get stuck waiting for the perfect time to start. They want every detail to be lined up before they take action. But here's the truth. There is no perfect time. If Trump had waited until he had all the knowledge, money, and connections before diving into real estate, he would have never built his empire. He took risks. He made bold moves. And even when things didn't go as planned, he adjusted and kept going. Successful people understand this. Perfection is the enemy of progress. The world rewards those who take action, not those who overanalyze. 1. Jeff Bezos launched Amazon in a garage with limited resources. If he had waited for the perfect time, Amazon wouldn't exist. 2. Elon Musk didn't know everything about rockets when he started SpaceX. But he took action, failed, learned, and kept moving forward. 3. Oprah Winfrey took risks in her media career, pivoting from news to talk shows, and later building an empire. What separates winners from losers is simple. Winners take action before they feel ready. Trump's mindset: act decisively, adjust later. Sometimes by losing a battle, you find a new way to win the war. Donald Trump. One of Trump's greatest strengths is his ability to make quick decisions and act without hesitation. 1. In real estate, he took massive risks on properties that others were too afraid to touch. He didn't waste time second-guessing himself. He made deals happen. 2. In politics, when he ran for president, he didn't tiptoe into the race. He announced it with confidence, acted like he had already won, and made bold moves to dominate the conversation. 3. On The Apprentice, he didn't just follow traditional reality TV formats. He created something completely different, making himself the star of a show that defined an era. Even when things don't go as planned, Trump never stops moving. He doesn't dwell on failures. He simply adjusts and keeps going. This is a pattern among high achievers. 1. Steve Jobs got fired from Apple, but instead of sulking, he launched Next and Pixar, then came back stronger. 2. Walt Disney was told he had no imagination before building a multi-billion-dollar empire. 3. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team, but trained harder and became a legend. The lesson: if you want to succeed, act first, figure out the details later. How to develop Trump-level relentless action. Most people hesitate because they are afraid of failure. But successful people don't fear failure, they fear inaction. If you want to develop the habit of relentless action, follow these principles. 1. Take fast, bold action. Do not wait. The time will never be just right. Start where you stand. Napoleon Hill. Stop waiting for the stars to align. Stop overanalyzing. Act now. 1. Want to start a business? Make the first sale today. 2. Want to get fit? Do 10 push-ups right now. 3. Want to build wealth? Start investing, even if it's just $10. Small actions create momentum. Action leads to results. Results build confidence. Confidence fuels more action. 2. Do not hesitate or overthink. He who hesitates is lost. Joseph Addison. The more you think about something, the more fear creeps in. Overthinking is a manifestation killer. Instead of analyzing every possible outcome, trust your instincts and move forward. Action tip. If you feel hesitation, use the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. 1. The moment you have an idea, count 5-4-3-2-1 and act immediately. 2. Don't allow your brain to talk you out of it. 3. Train yourself to move before fear has time to stop you. 3. Move forward with full confidence. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. William James. Act as if failure isn't an option. Move like you already know you're going to win. 1. When Trump launches a project, he doesn't talk like someone hoping it will succeed. 2. He acts like someone who knows it's already a success. 3. This mindset attracts resources, people, and opportunities to make it happen. When you believe in yourself fully, the world starts believing in you too. Action tip. Walk, talk, and act as if your success is inevitable, because it is. Final takeaway. Action is the key to manifestation. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky. You can have the best ideas in the world. You can visualize, affirm, and think positive thoughts. But if you don't take action, nothing happens. Manifestation equals thought plus speech plus relentless action. Trump is a master at this formula, and so are other high achievers. If you want manifest at the highest level, train yourself to take massive action daily. Ask yourself, what is one bold action I can take today toward my goal? Then do it. 1. Because success isn't waiting for you. It's created by you. I'm curious. Backhand index pointing right. What's the boldest action you've taken in pursuit of your dreams? Let us know in the comments. Your story might just inspire someone else to take that leap. As Wayne Gretzky reminds us, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So, take that shot today. Act with confidence and keep moving forward. Chapter 5. Handling Failure Like a Champion. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Winston Churchill. Failure is inevitable. Even the most successful people in the world, those who seem untouchable, have faced massive setbacks. The difference between winners and losers isn't that winners never fail. It's that they refuse to let failure define them. Donald Trump is a living example of this mindset. Throughout his career, he has faced lawsuits, business collapses, political firestorms, and public scrutiny. Yet, he keeps coming back, stronger, bolder, and more determined than ever. For Trump, failure is never the end. It's just a lesson, a detour, a temporary roadblock on the way to an even greater comeback. Failure is not final unless you quit. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Thomas Edison. Trump has declared bankruptcy multiple times, not personally, but through his businesses. Most people think bankruptcy means the end, but for Trump, it was just another move in the game. Instead of sulking or quitting, he adjusted, learned from the situation, and moved on to bigger things. 1. In the early 1990s, Trump's real estate empire was drowning in debt. Many thought he was finished, but he restructured, negotiated with banks, and made a comeback. 2. Trump Airlines, Trump Vodka, and Trump University all failed. Most people would retreat in embarrassment. Trump, on the other hand, kept launching new ventures. 3. In politics, he faced relentless opposition, 2 impeachments and media attacks. But instead of backing down, he doubled down. Compare this to Walt Disney, who was once fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. Imagine if he had let that failure stop him. There would be no Disney empire. Or Oprah Winfrey, who was told she was unfit for television. She could have quit, but instead, she built a media empire. Every success story is built on a mountain of failures. The only real failure is giving up. How champions handle failure. It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. Bill Gates. The way you handle failure determines your level of success. Champions don't crumble under pressure. They use failure as fuel. Here's how. 1. View failure as a stepping stone. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Henry Ford. Every setback contains a lesson. If something didn't work, figure out why and adjust. 1. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of giving up, he trained harder and became one of the greatest athletes of all time. 2. Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, the company he founded. Instead of quitting, he started new ventures that led to his eventual return, making Apple even bigger. Failure is a test. Will you let it break you or build you? 2. Keep pushing forward, no matter what. A winner is just a loser who tried one more time. George M. Moore Jr. The world doesn't reward quitters. It rewards those who keep moving, no matter how many times they fall. 1. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. 2. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. 3. Elon Musk nearly lost both Tesla and SpaceX but refused to stop. Now both companies are worth billions. Every time you push forward after failure, you get closer to success. 3. Stay mentally resilient, no matter what. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Robert H. Schuller. Your mind is your most powerful weapon. If you allow failure to crush your confidence, you lose. If you reframe failure as a challenge to overcome, you win. 1. Trump has been mocked, attacked, and doubted his entire career. Yet, his confidence never wavers. 2. Colonel Sanders had his fried chicken recipe rejected over 1,000 times before someone said yes. Imagine if he had given up at rejection number 999. 3. Sylvester Stallone was turned down for Rocky dozens of times, but he kept pushing until he got his break. Resilience is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Trump's mindset: never let failure define you. What separates the winners from the losers is how a person reacts to each new twist of fate. Donald Trump. Trump doesn't dwell on failure. He doesn't wallow in self-pity. He moves forward, always. 1. When his businesses struggled, he negotiated better deals and rebuilt. 2. When critics mocked him, he ignored them and kept winning. 3. When the media counted him out, he proved them wrong again and again. He treats failure as a temporary inconvenience, not a permanent label. That's what champions do. How to handle failure like a champion. 1. Ask, what's the lesson here? Every failure has a hidden lesson. Ask yourself, 1. What went wrong? 2. What can I do differently next time? 3. How can I turn this into a win? 2. Keep taking action. When you fail, don't stop. Momentum is everything. The faster you get back up, the sooner you'll win. 3. Control your mindset. 1. Speak positively about yourself and your future. 2. See yourself as a winner, no matter what happens. 3. Refuse to let negativity or self-doubt take over. Final takeaway: failure is just a chapter, not the whole book. Do not be embarrassed by your failures. Learn from them and start again. Richard Branson. Trump, like every great achiever, understands this truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. 1. Losers quit. Winners learn and keep going. 2. Losers let failure break them. Winners let failure shape them. You will fail at something, but as long as you keep going, you will never be defeated. So the next time you face failure, ask yourself, backhand index pointing right, am I going to let this stop me? Backhand index pointing right, or am I going to use this as fuel for my next big win? 1. The choice is yours. Champions always choose to rise. Rocket. Let's open up a discussion. 1. Have you ever turned a failure into a comeback? I'd love to hear your stories and insights in the comments below. Remember the words of Thomas Edison, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Embrace your failures. They're simply lessons that propel you forward. Chapter 6. The Art of Influence and Persuasion. Persuasion is the art of getting people to do what you want and like it. Dwight D. Eisenhower. Success isn't just about what you know or even what you do. It's about how you influence others. The greatest leaders, entrepreneurs, and world changers don't just have ideas. They know how to make others believe in those ideas. Donald Trump is a master of influence and persuasion. Whether in business, media, or politics, he understands that the person who controls the narrative controls the outcome. From branding himself as a real estate mogul to convincing millions to support his presidential campaigns, Trump has used the power of words, confidence, and repetition to shape public perception. So, how does he do it? Let's break down his formula. The power of persuasion. If you can influence the leaders, either with or without their conscious cooperation, you automatically influence the group which they sway. Napoleon Hill. Trump doesn't just communicate, he persuades. He makes people see things the way he wants them to. 1. When he launched The Apprentice, he reinforced his image as the ultimate businessman. Millions tuned in every week, and the phrase, "you're fired," became iconic. 2. During his presidential campaign, he crafted simple, powerful slogans, "Make America Great Again," that stuck in people's minds. 3. In real estate, he convinced investors, bankers, and buyers that his properties were the gold standard, even when they weren't yet built. This isn't luck. It's strategy. 1. Master the art of framing the narrative. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. Steve Jobs. Trump knows that reality is shaped by how you present it. He doesn't wait for others to define him. He defines himself. Example 1. Instead of calling setbacks failures, he calls them learning experiences or negotiation tactics. 2. Instead of saying he lost, he says the system was rigged. 3. Instead of calling his properties expensive, he calls them luxury investments. Reframing the narrative puts you in control of how people perceive you. How to apply this? 1. Never let others define your story. Shape the message yourself. 2. If you face a setback, spin it into a strength. 3. Use language that reinforces your power and value. 2. Speak simply, powerfully, and repetitively. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Albert Einstein. Trump understands that complicated messages don't persuade people. Simple ones do. His speeches, interviews, and branding follow this principle. 1. Short sentences. 2. Simple words. 3. Strong repetition. Why? Because the human brain remembers simple, repeated phrases. That's why slogans like "Make America Great Again" or "America First" became so powerful. Example 1. Nike, just do it. 2. Obama, yes we can. 3. Apple, think different. Repetition is key. Say something enough times and people start to believe it. How to apply this? 1. Simplify your message. If you can't explain your idea in one sentence, it's too complicated. 2. Find a catchy phrase that represents your vision. 3. Repeat it until it sticks. 3. Confidence is contagious. Act like you've already won. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Henry Ford. People are naturally drawn to confidence. If you believe in yourself without hesitation, others will too. Trump speaks and acts as if he's already won, even before the results are in. Whether in business deals or elections, he exudes certainty, making people believe in his success before it even happens. Example 1. Muhammad Ali called himself the greatest before he became the champion. 2. Steve Jobs spoke about Apple as the future long before it dominated the market. 3. Oprah Winfrey envisioned herself as a media mogul long before she built an empire. How to apply this? 1. Walk, talk, and think like a winner. 2. Eliminate hesitant language. Don't say, "I hope." Say, "I will." 3. Visualize success so clearly that others believe it's inevitable. 4. Make people feel like they belong to something bigger. People don't buy products, they buy stories, relationships, and magic. Seth Godin. Trump creates a movement, not just an audience. He makes people feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves. This is a technique all great leaders use. 1. Elon Musk doesn't just sell cars, he sells the future. 2. Apple doesn't just sell technology, it sells exclusivity and innovation. 3. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't just give a speech, he gave people a vision to believe in. When people feel connected to a cause, they become loyal. They spread the message. They fight for you. How to apply this? 1. Create a bigger purpose behind what you do. 2. Use words like we and together to build unity. 3. Make your audience feel like they are part of a winning movement. 5. Influence is not just what you say, it's how you say it. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou. Trump's delivery is just as powerful as his words. 1. He speaks with authority. 2. He uses body language that commands attention. 3. He pauses for impact. Great speakers like JFK, Martin Luther King Jr., and Tony Robbins use the same techniques. It's not just about the message. It's about how you deliver it. How to apply this? 1. Practice your tone and delivery. 2. Use pauses to add weight to your words. 3. Command attention through strong body language. Final takeaway: become a master of influence. The ability to influence people without irritating them is the most profitable skill you can learn. Napoleon Hill. Influence is not about manipulation. It's about confidence, clarity, and creating a message that moves people. The key principles of influence and persuasion. White heavy checkmark: control the narrative. Don't let others define you. White heavy checkmark: speak simply, powerfully, and repetitively. White heavy checkmark: exude confidence. Act like you've already won. White heavy checkmark: create a movement. Make people feel like they belong. White heavy checkmark: master your delivery. How you say things is just as important as what you say. 1. The world is shaped by those who know how to influence it. If you master this skill, you don't just become successful, you become unstoppable. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Backhand index pointing right. How do you use influence in your daily life? Have you ever been inspired by a simple yet powerful message? Share your experiences in the comments. As Maya Angelou wisely noted, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Use your words to inspire and unite, and watch your influence grow. Conclusion: manifesting your own Trump-level success. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Napoleon Hill. Success isn't reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone bold enough to claim it. Donald Trump's journey from real estate mogul to global icon isn't just about business deals or political strategy. It's a masterclass in the power of manifestation. Through this book, we've explored the fundamental principles that drive Trump's success. White heavy checkmark: unshakable self-belief. He never doubts his worth. White heavy checkmark: thinking big. He dreams beyond limitations. White heavy checkmark: speaking success into existence. His words shape his reality. White heavy checkmark: taking relentless action. He moves fast and with certainty. White heavy checkmark: embracing failure as a stepping stone. He turns setbacks into comebacks. White heavy checkmark: mastering influence and persuasion. He controls the narrative and commands attention. These are not just Trump's secrets. They are universal laws of success. The power to manifest is in your hands. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Henry Ford. You now hold the blueprint for creating Trump-level success in your own life. But here's the truth. Knowledge alone isn't enough. The people who win in life are those who apply what they learn. They take the principles of success and make them their own. They act boldly, unapologetically, and relentlessly. The question is, will you? Will you believe in yourself with unwavering certainty? Will you think bigger than you ever have before? Will you speak power and success into existence? Will you take fast, decisive action toward your dreams? Will you turn failures into fuel for an even bigger comeback? Will you master influence and control the narrative of your life? Because if you do, your success is inevitable. Go claim your destiny. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Peter Drucker. Trump never waited for permission to succeed. He decided. He took the leap. He bet on himself. Now, it's your turn. Your success, wealth, power, and influence are waiting for you. They already exist in the quantum field of possibility, waiting for you to align with them. The only question left is, are you ready to manifest like Trump? Because if you are, then go claim it. The world is yours. I have one final question for you. Backhand index pointing right, are you ready to manifest like Trump? Share your thoughts and your commitment to take action in the comments. And if you found this video inspiring, tag a friend who needs to hear this message. Your success is waiting for you. Now it's time to decide, act, and claim the future you deserve. Go out there and make it happen. Remember, as Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. So choose to believe, choose to act, and choose to succeed.